Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house. And today I've got the Shirogorov F5 Silk Slim here with me for a review, and we're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy. But hey, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this kind of content. So what do we have here is the Shirogorov F5 Silk Slim in the flesh. This is probably, yeah, my favorite Shiro. That's what I feel right now about this guy. It's just fantastic. So let's check out the size of this guy because it's beautiful. This is 8.75 inches overall length with a 3.875 inch long handle and roughly 5-inch long handle. So sorry, 3.875 inch long blade. Let's see how this guy compares to some pretty common offerings. Over here we've got the Ontario Rat number 2, and of course this guy is dwarfing it, and we have something more comparable in size, which is the Ontario Rat number 1, which is still smaller than the Shiro. Next up, next pair, it's the Spyderco Para 3, and you can see, of course, there's no comparison. And also Spyderco Paramilitary 2, same thing. Shirogorov is bigger than that. Let's check out the pair offered by Chris Reeve Knives. This is the small Sebenza 21, and of course, you know it's coming at next. It's the large Sebenza 21, all both by Chris Reeve Knives, and you still can see that this guy is bigger than both of them, of course. Next up, we've got the Custom Knife Factory 520 Philippe Georget design, gorgeousness right over here, and also we've got another Custom Knife Factory. This is the Snafu 2.0 Peter Rassenti design. Also, probably I would say a tad bigger than that. If you just align that, yeah, the tip is just, because this is probably like 4-inch blade overall, but the cutting edge on the Shiro is bigger, is longer, sorry, than the Snafu. Another Shirogorov in the house, of course, it's the Neon Zero, and just because we have it here, we have the Custom Division Neon going on with a beautiful Damascus blade, and because this is the natural evolution, let's say, from the production of the F5, this is the F95 R Slim. Of course, this guy is the same size. Right over there. I want to show you another couple options going on over here. Something pretty popular. We've got Hinderer Knives XM18. This is another beauty. This is the Peter Rassenti Custom Satori with Damasteel blade. What else can I show you? I'm gonna show you another couple fancy options over here. This is, of course, one of my favorite blades, Peter Rassenti Nirvana 3.0, and another fancy one. Sure, look at this. Holt Blade Works Spectre version 2 Prestige. And since we're talking about fancy blades, I'm gonna show you also this guy over here, another Canadian beauty, Kirby Lambert Rain in a dragon skin Damascus, and because we have it here, why not? Koenig Knives Arius Generation 4 marble carbon fiber awesomeness going on right over there. So yeah, I mean, you get the idea. This is not a small knife. It's not like huge. It's not like the 111 or 110 from Shirogorov, but it's just pure awesomeness, guys. This is just fantastic. So what is this guy? This is titanium frame lock with a 3D milled, actually gorgeously 3D milled titanium scales. Look at this, look at the milling going on over here. How finely milled is this? Beautifully contoured, nice chamfering going on all the way around. I love these lines over here in the back. I mean, it's pure class right over here. Inside, the level of skeletonization is ridiculous. like insanely milled out. Fantastic. This guy is sporting a 3D milled blue anodized titanium backspacer with the built-in lanyard hole right over here, beautifully done. Probably it's not like the easiest to access, but it's nicely contoured and rounded off on the inside, so you can just slide in your paracord or leather, whatever, and then you try like to have it come out on the other side without disassembling the knife. Beautifully done. Look at this. I mean, look at this detail here. This is next level milling, guys. Like it's insane. You've got, of course, right over here, beautiful frame lock. Look at this cutout, how it's done. It's fantastic. Custom screw for the lock face insert. You have an internally milled lock bar relief cutout right over here. Very nice. Of course, you have stainless steel lock bar insert, which has a lock bar stabilizer built in as well, so you're not going to be able to overextend the lock bar in this direction over here. So super safe. You have of course, a nice 3D mill titanium blue anodized pocket clip with hidden hardware screwed in from the inside. Beautifully done, absolutely efficient, fantastic, nice spring tension, easy in and out, long point of contact with the, it's not pushing on the lock bar as you can see, but on the actual frame, so beautiful. You have a proprietary set of screws for the pivot and for the handle. You can easily use like a coin, but I highly advise you not to, and just to get a Shiro tool to perform that task, because you're gonna be better off using a proper tool than a screwdriver, flathead, or a coin or whatever. I mean, don't, especially on a knife like this expensive. I wouldn't. So I know it's a pain, it's not ideal, but it's just what it is. So don't. Yeah, you can do it, but just be really careful, especially because when you're gonna be opening this guy, you're gonna be welcomed by roller bearings which are loose. So there's two sets, of course, of cages for the rollers, which are going to be on each side of the blade, and just be really careful because those guys are rolling, so that you can easily lose them. I was saying, you know, the pocket clip is a beautiful design. It's a piece of art. It's fantastically designed. It's it's good looking. It's functional. It's great. It's tip up carry only. It's not reversible. It's not ambidextrous. But who cares? I mean, you want like a couple holes here, like in this presentation scale? No, I don't. It's fine right over here. That's the right spot, 100% for me, at least for my taste. The blade, guys, is something truly insane, truly spectacular. Let me just wipe that off, just to show you that the polished flats are polished, like mirror polished. Look at this. How cool is that? And the primary bevel actually is has like this stone wash, like really fine stone wash finish. It looks like a bead, like vapor blast, rather than stone washed. You've got a nice drop point blade, beautiful jimping going on with a little bit of crowning right next to the jimping, and then it's just straight and clean up to the tip, up to the point right over here. And then you have, I would say, like 60% belly, maybe, yeah, 60 to 70, something like that, and then straight edge up to the sharpening choil right over here. Pretty nicely done. This is all ground by hand, by the way, and this blade is really thin behind the edge, super slicely, flat grind, almost full flat grind. The polished flats is fantastic. It gives a knife, like, look at this. He wants to drop shot. you have the custom division logo, which is basically the same outline of the bear right over here, but just you can see the custom division inside, you know, CD, taking the shape of the bear. On the other side, you have S90V steel logo, which is the steel employed in this one, so super high-end steel right over here. And everything else is going to be very, very clean, down to and nicely chamfered down to the flipper tab, which is, by the way, fantastic. It's one of my favorite design ever for any flipper tab. Right amount of jimping, it's the right angle, it's the perfect shape, perfect design for a nice and reliable push button, or of course if you want to do a light switch, that's the way. This is not the way. This doesn't work. To me, it doesn't work. There's no jimping, there's no chamfering, it's it's just the opposite. Look at this. So this is not how you design a flipper tab, and this is how you design a flipper tab which is 100% functional and just gorgeously designed, so no finger fatigue, nothing. Just my favorite. Also, something that I'm really, really in love in this guy is the sound, guys. This clack is deep. For example, this is the F95, all right? Same thing. Okay, this is the F5. So it's a much deeper clack than the production version when you open it, and it's so pleasant, like it almost makes me hungry. I don't know how to describe this guy. It's so good. It's so pleasant. It's a beautiful thud. It's sharp, but it's rich and rounded off at the same time. Beautiful thud. When you close it, nice clang. It has authority when it closes. It's just gorgeous. Really, I'm in love with this sound. I could hear this guy deploying all day long, and it's very distinctive and unique. No other knife has this same sound. Really, really unique. Also, what I really love is the weight, because this guy is 4 ounces. I mean, this is a big boy. 4 ounces is crazy. It's like the same as the Arius, but with the carbon fiber scale. So, you see, this guy weighs the same as this guy. Like the Arius, for example, which is a light one, in titanium, it's 5 ounces. So 1 ounce more than this guy. So, great job they done with the internal milling going on. There's no hot spots whatsoever going on the knife. Like the grip is fantastic. It's truly perfect, and there's no hot spots absolutely going on. The grip is great. It's fantastic. You can use the jimping beautifully. The area here is awesome, guys. Like a really cool job they've done here. Fantastically done. You can of course easily do a reverse grip, and you still have some handles sticking out for your thumb just to grip like that. Just beautiful. There's some nice texture to it. It's not like the most grippy knife of them all, but it's nice to the touch. It just feels so good with these really subtle milling lines, like so nicely done, guys. Really cool. Of course, fit and finish is I mean, this is done by a master. It's just gorgeously done. There's no issues whatsoever that I can see. No gaps, no imperfections. Every area it has been. There's no area that have been overlooked. I mean, it's just crazy good. Of course, there's no blade plate. Solid, like rock solid. The clip ramp, it's probably a little bit on the short side. It's shallow. It could have been a little bit raised a little bit more, like in this point right over here, but it's really good. Clip retention is on, it's spot on. The blade is nicely balanced. I mean, like here, look at that. Guys, there's only good things to say about this. Deployment speed. this fires like a rocket. It's fantastic. You can do this all day long, like push button, or you can do like a light switch. Like, you can do this all day long. There's not gonna be any fatigue, any soreness in your fingertip. It's that well designed. Deployment super smooth, closed, open, like, guys, it's smooth. The roller bearings on this one are on a single row, and they are just doing a outstanding job. Look at this. Detent strength is a little bit stronger than the production version, which I love. You feel a nice kickback when you deploy the blade. You can't really touch the tip of the blade right over here. There's no rattling when closed. You can absolutely super easily access the lock release right over here, because look at the design. Look how this is angled to a way that naturally your thumb wants to slide down, and boom, stops like that, and you just disengage that and you are able to close the blade. And there's really no issues whatsoever going on over here. It's fantastic. The moment you disengage the lock bar, the blade just wants to fall shut. Look at that. And then like this, it's crazy. I mean, the action is that good. You can do this really all day long, and it's so good. Looks good, feels good, sounds good. I don't know what else can you ask from a high-end knife. Maybe the only thing you could ask is a cheaper price point, but it's the nature of the beast. Something like this close to perfection is gonna be expensive. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.